Welcome back to the channel where we explore the fascinating world of coins, history, and hidden treasures that might be sitting in your pocket change. Today we are diving deep into the story of the 1989 1-cent coin, a small piece of copper-plated zinc that carries with it a surprising amount of history, value, and significance in the world of coin collecting. So stay with me till the end because you might be amazed at just how much this little coin can be worth. Let's start with a little background. The 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent, has been one of the most recognizable coins in American history. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, it became the first United States coin to feature a real historical figure rather than a symbolic design. By the year 1989, the penny had already seen several changes in its metal composition and design, but it remained a powerful symbol of American history and culture. The 1989 1-cent coin belongs to the Lincoln Memorial series, which was first introduced in 1909. This design shows Abraham Lincoln's bust on the front side, also known as the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the back side, also known as the reverse. If you look closely at the reverse side, you can actually see a tiny statue of Abraham Lincoln seated inside the memorial, making it one of the only coins to have the same individual represented on both sides. Now let's talk about the composition of the 1989 penny. Prior to 1982, pennies were made mostly of copper. But rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to switch to a cheaper composition. From 1982 onward, most pennies were made from zinc with just a thin copper plating. The 1989 penny follows this newer composition, weighing 2.5 grams and containing about 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This means that the coin is not as heavy or as valuable in metal content as the older copper cents, but it is still highly collectible in the right conditions. When it comes to minting, the 1989 1-cent coin was produced in massive numbers. The Philadelphia Mint struck billions of these coins without a mint mark, while the Denver Mint produced billions more with a small letter D mint mark under the date. The San Francisco Mint also produced a smaller number of proof coins, which were made specifically for collectors and featured sharp details and mirror-like finishes. Now let's get into the part that excites collectors the most, the value. A regular 1989 penny that has been in circulation is usually worth just 1 cent. However, the story changes when you consider coins in pristine condition or those with errors. Uncirculated coins, especially ones graded at the highest levels like Mint State 67 or higher, can fetch anywhere from a few dollars to even hundreds of dollars depending on rarity and demand. Proof coins from 1989 can be worth more, especially if they are still in their original government packaging and have been preserved in perfect condition, but the real treasures are the error coins. Throughout minting, mistakes sometimes happen, and when they do, collectors go crazy for them. Some known errors for 1989 pennies include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, and coins with missing letters or numbers. Depending on the type and visibility of the error, these coins can sell for anywhere from a few dollars to several $100s at auctions. Now let's talk about the big picture value. In 1989, billions of these pennies entered circulation, and although most of them are still worth face value, their collective worth in circulation adds up to a massive sum. Imagine billions of 1-cent coins moving through hands, pockets, and cash registers, contributing to everyday transactions across the United States. Over the years, many of these coins have worn down, been lost, or removed from circulation by collectors. This makes high-quality examples increasingly harder to find, which pushes up their value for serious coin enthusiasts. What makes the 1989 penny particularly interesting is that it represents a transitional period in U.S. coinage history. By this time, the copper pennies of the past were long gone, and the new zinc composition was firmly established. Collectors often compare pre-1982 copper pennies with post-1982 zinc pennies, and the 1989 cent is a clear example of the modern era of Lincoln cents. So, to sum it all up, the 1989 1-cent coin may seem like just another ordinary penny in your change jar, but it carries a rich history, a story of America's most beloved president, and the possibility of hidden value. Whether you find one in perfect uncirculated condition or stumble upon a rare mint error, this small coin could be worth far more than just a cent. And when you consider the billions of them that once circulated, you realize how even the smallest piece of money can make a big impact on history and collecting. That's it for today's video on the 1989 1-cent coin. If you enjoyed learning about its history, value, and significance, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more coin-related content, and let me know in the comments if you've ever found a 1989 penny in your collection. Who knows, your coin might be hiding more value than you think.